You startled me. I'm Lawrence Kohlberg. You may recognize me from my experiments that I ran in terms of moral development. What I did was I presented moral dilemmas to children ages 7, 10, 13 even. And I studied their results, and the findings were astronomical, to say the least. Now, in this introductory video, I'm going to introduce my ideas alongside the idea of Jean Piaget's ideas in cognitive development, as well as I will show you the 6 stages of moral development, and then at the end I might even mention some criticisms of my findings, which are not exactly very true, but we will dabble in them.
I'm Jean Piaget, and much like Kohlberg, I tested adolescents with moral dilemmas as well. However, with my findings, I found there were 2 stages, younger children and older children, who would both think differently about morality.
Thank you, Jean. Now we're really going to get into the meat of the video. I'm tired of dilly-dallying around. So now I'm going to show you an acted-out moral dilemma, acted out by hard-working boys of Barrington High School. In this first acting, we're going to see a little bit of stage 1, punishment. Now, stage 1 is the very first stage attained in any sort of moral development. See, these real hard-working boys are thinking outside of members of a society. They're thinking externally, very egocentric, one might say. Now let's take it away to those boys right now.
Why, hello there, Jamie. Would you like to tell the good viewing audience the pickle you seem to be in? No? Well, then I guess I must. It seems that Jamie's son is very hungry, starving in fact, and the only solution to curing his tummy grumbles is a nice little box of Oreos. Whew, boy, that's a happy-looking young boy. Now, it seems that Jamie has to steal these Oreos, but if Jamie steals the Oreos and gets caught, the punishment may result in the starvation of his child. Let's see what Jamie has in store for us.
Don't do it, Jamie. You could get caught and punished. And we know you don't want that.
Take the cookies, Jamie. You probably won't even get punished.
Hey! You! Hey, you! You're under arrest.
For what?
Stealing those cookies.
What cookies? Uh-oh. I'm like trash and I'm in trouble.
Oh. Well, that can't be right. But what if? Eureka! I've done it again! Well, it's good to have you back. I hope you liked that short little video we just showed you. We're about to see another 5. This next one is called individualism, or, if you will, hedonism, pleasure-seeking. Now, this stage is all about what feels right to you. So, say Jimmy, who lives next door, thinks that one idea is good, but yet Bobby, who lives over by the lake, might think it's a completely ludicrous idea. Well, luckily, we're going to see both ends of that in this next little bit, acted once again by the hard-working boys of Barrington High School. Let's see it.
Don't do, man. It's not worth it. You could get caught.
Yeah, but if I don't grab these, my son, he'll starve to death.
If he dies, you can always just make another. You're young, fertile. Come on, it's not worth it. Don't do it.
You're right.
Come on, man. You don't want to lose your son. It's not wrong to take the cookies. It's the only thing that'll work.
Sorry, bro. You're under arrest.
Not again.
What if I... Amazing! A new record! 4 seconds! Well, I'm glad you could stop in for the third stage, what is called good interpersonal relationships or social approval. Now, what we're going to see now is a little bit of conventional morality. So, our hardworking boys are going to be displaying decisions outside of themselves, thinking more about society as a whole. You know, you want to make decisions that'll make mom and dad happy, and even your favorite history teacher, Mr. Harrison. Now, let's take it off to the boys to see what they're up to now.
Don't do it, Jamie. You can't be blamed for not taking it. A good citizen wouldn't.
Come on, Jamie, take the cookie. It's the only thing a good father would do. People are gonna blame you if you don't. Take your vine, man.
You're under arrest.
Wow! That's bitter, but I love it. Alright, so that was a fun little video, don't you think so? Well, we're on to stage 4. Still in conventional morality, but we're about to get a little bigger, if you will. Now, stage 4 is all about maintaining the social order, where we saw in stage 3 it was more about close relationships. Mr. Harrison loved your decision, by the way. Now we're going to see your decision as a whole, as part of the society, respecting laws and respecting authority. It's all about perspective. Now let's go take a look at the hard-working boys of Barrington and see what they're up to.
What are you doing?
Thinking about taking those cookies.
Stealing is illegal, Jamie.
Well, what about my son?
You have to obey the law no matter what. I don't care about your son. What if everybody just stole willy-nilly? Huh?
Well, I guess you're right, Conscience.
I am right. That's right. Yeah.
Come on, Jamie, steal those cookies. You gotta protect your son. Without it, family would disappear. Imagine if everybody just didn't care about their family.
You fought the law, and the law won.
Checkmate, Mr. President. Good game. Better luck next time. You'll excuse me. I have to go talk to the good people of TV Land. Well, hello again. I hope you enjoyed stage 4. I know I did. But now we're going to get past conventional thinking and into post-conventional thinking. Anyways, post-conventional thinking, stage 5 and stage 6, it's all about concepts and big ideas. No more social approval. You know, you respect the laws as a stage 5 citizen, but you're not afraid to break them, and let's face it, property is nothing without life. I mean, who's going to pull that little red wagon if it's not you? Well, anyways, let's go check out the hard-working boys of Barrington and see what they're up to for stage 5.
Haven't you learned your lesson yet, Jamie?
Not yet.
Did you ever just stop and think about the Oreo company? Did you ever think about Nabisco?
Never.
I think about Nabisco. Because really, they have an individual right, Jamie, to sell their product. You know, they worked hard, you know? And when you're just walking in and just taking it for your son, you're really just slapping them in the face, you know? Hurting their rights. So, honestly, get out of here. Get out. Get.
Come on, Jamie, take the Oreo. You gotta protect your son. Your son has a right to live. Come on. I mean, the law is unjust, and so you should take them, and then he won't starve. Just think about him.
Justice is served.
rose by any other name would not smell so sweet. Oh, hello again. Well, we've finally done it. We're on to the last stage, stage 6. Still in post-conventional morality, but this stage is a little theoretical, so to speak. Now, this stage is called universal principles, and it is in terms of thinking outside of the person, thinking from someone else's eyes. You know, you want to determine individual rights and also acknowledge a democratic process. Now, recently, in my experiments, I have decided to drop stage 6 as a scoreable score, because as you will realize that stage 6 is very hard to attain because the morality of it is so theoretical, it's so perfect. Well, let's take a look at the hard-working boys of Barrington and see what they're up to on this very last stage.
Gonna take those cookies?
Thinking about it.
Well, stop. Think about justice, Jamie. Containing those cookies, you're taking away mankind's right to those cookies. So, just back off. Justice, man.
Well, man.
Come on, Jamie. Take the cookies. But taking the cookies is going to uphold the principle of the sanctity of life. You've got to do that no matter what the law says.
You messed up this time, boy.
Oh.
I didn't tell her that. She's a liar. No, have my lawyer handle it. Oh, hello, you startled me again. Well, I hope you enjoyed all of those stages, because now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the criticisms of the stages, because apparently there are some. Well, the first criticism says that my system is flawed because stage 6 is theoretical, universal principles are unattainable. But, you know what? I wouldn't have made it if I didn't think they could be attained. So that criticism, ignore it. Second criticism. Sure, my system's got some fuzzy borders. I believe that, for one situation, you could be stuck in stage 2, unable to think any other way for that certain dilemma. But the critics claim that in one situation you could be thinking in stage 2, and stage 4 you could be all over the chart. You know, us humans are complicated beings, I guess. And the last criticism is that they said that my experiments weren't really, you know, they weren't measuring moral behavior. They were measuring attitude of my students at the time. So, those are the criticisms, and you can choose to believe them or you can choose to ignore them like I have. Well, that's all for today. I'm Lawrence Kohlberg, and I hope you learned something from our little video about moral development. See you next time!